Hello, everyone. What is up? Bree here. Good to see everyone. We got Billy over on TikTok. Hopefully, a couple more people are jumping in. But today, we are going to be talking about Google Optimize. What is Google Optimize? What can it be used for? How is it helpful? Hopefully, we shall answer all of those questions. As always, though, before we get too far into anything, I want to say thanks to my friends over at StreamYard. They make it to where I am able to, they make it to where I'm able to stream to all these different places at once. So Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, or not Periscope because Periscope is dead, but over to Twitter now. So if you're interested in multi-streaming, check it out. If you're not, cool. Just like to say thanks to them. So, like I said earlier, today we are talking about Google Optimize. So let's get it going. Share screen. Don't show that again. All right, here we are, Google Optimize. Before we get too far into anything, if you have used Google Optimize before, give me a thumbs up in the comments so I can get a nice little gauge of whether or not people have used Google Optimize before. If not, it's cool. We're going to go through it. Don't worry. T-Lan over on TikTok, thanks for joining. I am going to be sharing my screen on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Or Twitter. So if you want to see my screen, I would jump on over there. All right, cool deal. All right, so let's get started with Google Optimize. Shay, thanks so much for jumping in and sharing the stream over there on Twitter. So Google Optimize is completely free. If you have Google Analytics set up, then they've probably asked you if you've wanted to use Google Optimize. If you've used Google Ads, they've probably asked you if you wanted to use Optimize. If you use any of their marketing tools, you've likely been asked if you want to use Google Optimize. So it's completely free. You just go to, honestly, I just type in Google Optimize and go to the first listing because that's them. Or you can go to this URL, marketingplatform.com or marketingplatform.google.com/about/optimize. So if you want to type that all in, more power to you. And then you can start for free. This is going to have you create your profile. I've already created my profile. And then you get this screen where it's creating your first experience. So you want to make sure, well, let's just go through it. All right, so I'm going to say let's go. We'll run a test on my personal brand site, speaker. What's the URL of the page you'd like to use? This is just going to be breeanderson.com. And then you get to choose what kind of tests you want to run. So these kind of explain what they are. An A/B test. An A/B test. Does anybody know what an A/B test is? If so, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know if you know what an A/B test is. I know a lot of my data friends out there know what A/B tests are, and they love A/B tests. And because of that, I created something really cool. Y'all want to see it? I made this shirt. It says A/B test. It looks like an AC/DC shirt. If you want it, let me know. I made that and put that on my shop because I'm a nerd and I wanted it. So I made it. Alas, so you can create an A/B test, which is essentially you have two variants or more of a page, and you're testing something very specific on those pages. So for instance, maybe you want to see what's going to happen if I change the color of my header, or what happens if I move the buy now button from the right hand of the page to the left hand of the page, right? You can do that with an A/B test. Multivariate test, you're changing multiple things on the page. Redirect, you're splitting the traffic between two very different URLs. Personalization, I've not done a personalization test on Google Optimize. If you have, drop something in the comments and tell me about it, because I'd be interested to see what that is. I'd imagine it's just changing specific assets of dependent on some sort of information that you have about a user, whether like they're new or returning, things of that nature. And then a banner template, which is just adding that banner at the top of your screen. So if you've ever used anything like an Unbounce or any other sort of software like that, where you're able to test things and make changes based on people's interaction with your website, Google Optimize is just like that, except for it's free and all the information goes straight into your Google Analytics. So you'll probably notice that the majority of time when I'm talking about different tools, I try and use tools that are accessible to most people. And that's why we're starting with Google Optimize, because it's free, right? So let's start. We're going to do a test on the Bree E. Anderson website. We're just going to do an A/B test, and I'm going to select create. So what this is going to do is it's going to give me a bunch of options here. So this is the page. I'm actually going to make this the HTTPS version. Done. And now I can create the variant, right? So I'm going to say that. And we're going to edit this. Now what it's going to do is going to pull up my website, the page here, and then it's going to throw an editor over it so that I can make changes to my website. So let's see. What do we want to change here? Okay, let's change this from contact me now. I can edit this element, edit the text. I'm going to edit it to let's chat with an exclamation point. I'm just going to press done. And maybe let's change the color. Let's change the color to like a yellow. Oh gosh, I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is getting me where I want to go. Okay, like a yellow. I don't know. We're just going to do it. Okay, now I'm going to press out of this and click save. So now, editor page mismatch. The editor page provided doesn't match. Okay, yeah, update URLs. Sweet. That trailing slash, guys, so much fun. Okay, now I'm going to press done. And this is where we start making some decisions. So remember, all we did was change that button. We changed the words on that button, and we changed the color of the button, right? Because maybe, we don't know, that's going to affect how people interact with that button, if they're going to at all. Now you can see we have two variants. We have the original page, and then we have a new variant, which is just the change of the button. I could name that here to make sure that I know what it is, but I know what it is. It's the only test I'm running. Oh man, I accidentally clicked it again. Sorry, guys. Okay, cool. So you can see here now, we also have the option to edit the weight of the variant. So do I want to be testing this 50% of the like sending people to it 50% of the time? Do I want to send people to it 20% of the time? Right? You can change that right here. If you hover over the changes, it does show you what or how many, I guess, changes there were. So one style change, one text change, easy enough. We can edit the variable name here. Unleashed Millionaire, thanks for joining over on TikTok. If you want to see the screen that I'm sharing and the changes that I'm making, I would go over to YouTube. Okay. So we're going to keep that. I need to change this. When matches https:// Anderson. Oh, okay. First of all, can't spell my name. And Anderson.com. Okay. Save. Okay, so when people go to that specific URL, because you see it says it matches, maybe we should do equals. Save. Okay. Editor page does not match targeting rule. This is not very happy with me right now. Save. Okay, fine. And then we can select the audience. So we can do this based on, as you can see, all these different things. So if I only want to test this on people that are coming from Twitter, I can do that by using a UTM parameter. So I could put a UTM on the links that I share to Twitter. I could do it on a specific device. I could do it on a behavior, like we said, new versus returning users, all of these different things, right? There's a ton on here. So I'm just going to say we're going to keep it right now as it is. And then we can make changes on other pages, but we're not going to do that. Now I have to link to my analytics. I'm going to do this on my regular page link. And again, like I said, this is going to pull all of this information into Google Analytics so we can see it all in one place. Fine. Objectives. We can set one if we want. Settings. So we have to install Google Optimize in order for this to work. So I think all this just, does it save on its own? Let's see. I don't have any events set up on this site. Hold on. Okay, discard changes. So the easiest way to do this is to use Tag Manager. That's the easiest way to do most things. So let's go into Tag Manager. Where do I not have? I might not have Tag Manager on that site. I can't imagine that that's true, but it might be. Let's see who commented. Oh, Shay says, I don't think I ever used this platform. Yeah, it's crazy how many people don't use a lot of these tools. But you know, here we are. Oh, there it is. Okay, BrieAnderson.com. So I'm going to create a new tag, new tag configuration, Google Optimize. We need to find the container. Open. Just need to go to Optimize. Hey, I just saw your comment. Yeah, a lot of people don't use this tool, actually, at least that I know of. It's kind of weird, but here we are. Okay, settings, my container. Here it is. Copy, drop that here into Tag Manager, connect it to Analytics, Google Optimize. Thanks for sharing, Shay. I appreciate it. Okay, save. And like I said, I don't have any events set up, so I'm not going to be able to create those objectives. Obviously, you'd want to have events set up so that you could track them. But alas, here we are. Check installation. Oh no. That's weird. Shay says he's going to have to rewatch the stream and soak in the wisdom. Yeah, so the good news is, yeah, it lives on Twitter forever, but it also lives on YouTube too, so you can find it there as well, if that's easier for you. Why is it saying that it's not working? freeanderson.com. Let's see. If you don't have the Google Tag Assistant, I would highly suggest getting it. It's just a free Google Chrome extension. Tag Manager, check contain tags. Come on then. Is that not the right tag manager? It is. TCT. That's really weird. I don't know why it's saying that. Oh, how fun. All right, well. I guess we can retry it again. See what happens. I wonder if it's because it's looking for like the tag in the actual code as opposed to through Tag Manager. So it says optimized installation verified with error. So that's fine. You can set up whether or not you want to get emails. And then again, traffic allocation. So we know that 50% of the people going through the test are going to go to the test page and 50% are going to go to the original page. But what we could say is, but I only want to do that for 50% of my traffic. So then in theory, only 25% of people actually ever see the test page. I'm going to leave it at 100%. And then you can also determine when the experience is triggered. And then you can see again, it says continuously on custom event, et cetera, et cetera. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And cool. Okay, let's see. Create custom event. Fine. Starts with, or does that say contact? Okay. Contact. Say. Okay. Fine. Press contact. View. Save. Which I guess really is that. I mean, that is the goal because that button goes to my contact page. So that's fine. Do that. Okay, and now that I've set my objective and I've done everything, I can start the experience. I'm just going to select start. You must install. I did do it. Running. Okay, so now what I need is to wait a sec. Okay, and then the reporting happens here. So we'll see collected sessions, active users, view, and analytics. So like I said, all this is connected to Google Analytics. So if you hit that, it's going to bring you to where that data is collected in Google Analytics, which is right here. So you can see it says running, filters applied, and it shows you all of this information. So let's see here. Let's see. If I go to breeanderson.com here, okay, it has contact me now. Let's make sure overview. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. Back. Yeah, it's probably not, now that I think about this isn't going to work in real time because that's not in real time. Active users, let's see. Because I know like in real time, like in analytics, you don't see the information come into the actual reports for up to like 16 hours. I don't know. I don't really remember, but you can see all the information in real time under the real-time reports, but not all the reports are under real time. So sometimes you just have to wait. Let's see though, if we can trigger a new incognito. Okay, I'm going to go to an incognito window real quick and see if we can get something. Ha! So, okay, so hold on. I've got to change my shared screen so that you guys can see this. So I went into an incognito window and I did the same thing. I went to breeanderson.com, share screen, application window, and you can see it right here. Bam! That's the other button that we're testing, right? And so if I click on this, it should trigger, whatever in Google Optimize to say, yeah, Bree is her experiment is working, right? And that's the goal of this. Like I said, you can use some of these more expensive tools to test these kinds of things, but if you don't have the money, Google Optimize is perfectly fine. Now, I will caution you, it might slow down your site a little bit. So I would just be wary of that. Now, let's see. Share screen. I want to show you some other stuff here real quick. Okay. So, like I said, this doesn't update in real time. So we're just gonna have to wait. Maybe I'll show you guys next week what the results are. Again, the reports in here says it's running, but again, doesn't update in real time. I don't think. Active visitors 1. No results to report at this time. So, also, you can set a start and end date. I don't think I went over that. But you can set a start and end date. Well, where is it? Oh, here. You can edit it. And then, or you can end it live or like end it right now. All those things, right? So you can start a set and end date. It looked like this one was for May, June. That's like 3 months because I think it says to July. Yeah, to July 15th. That's 3 months. That's a really long time, but whatever. Okay, so let's get out of this. So that's running. Let's create another one. Let's do this personalization one. And let's do I'm trying to think of what I want to change here. Ember, you literally just made your website yesterday. That's awesome. That's really exciting though. Shoot me a message if you need some help with anything. I'd love to chat. Okay, let's do personalization. I'm just going to say test 2 here. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay, I'm going to select create. And like I said, I've not done this one before, so we're going to see what happens. Make site changes. Make site changes. Okay, it's the same thing. What if we could change the menu? What do we want to change? We could just get rid of this altogether, I think. Okay, no, we can't. That's not letting me. What if we changed? Let's see. I could change that. Don't really want to change that though. Let's go to the services page. I can't do that. As I said, home page. Edit. Let's see. King Wood Clocks. Thanks for joining. Okay. Let's see. We can pick a different. Want to work together? We could pick a different thing to go here, but that sounds like a really tedious thing that I don't really want to do. But let's see. I'm trying to see. Huh. Fine. Fine. Okay, well, let's just say, let's edit this. Edit text. We'll say Bree E. Anderson's true love is connecting. Okay, I'm gonna press done. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say save. That's really not that big of a difference. I mean, you'd be surprised though. Like sometimes a very small change can have a really big impact. But I'm just gonna say done for now. But I also wouldn't recommend running 2 tests at the same time, because that can kind of muddle your results. So, but that's fine. And then, so it looks like this is interesting. Who should see this experience? I'm gonna say behavior. Let's do behavior first time. Oh wait, page refer? No, first time behavior. Saw you on my For You page. Oh, awesome. Thanks, guys. Over on TikTok. Looks like I'm on the For You page. That's awesome. Or those coming from specific referrers. Top refer. Okay, page. T.co. Because I wonder if I think that's under. Let's see. Twitter. I want to see acquisition, all traffic, source medium. Yeah. Okay. So T.co. That's not the page. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then all this is good, so we could start. Yeah, and then we'll just say start. Okay, so let's see what happens. If I do this, Twitter, what are you doing? I am working on what's called Google Optimize. It's a free page optimization tool by Google. And if you want to see what I'm doing on my screen, you can go to my YouTube or my Twitter. Both are linked in my bio. Okay, so now if I go to my profile, wait, how did we do this one? Actually, let's see. Is it 100%? I think this is 100% of the audience. Interesting. Yeah, because it's not an A/B test. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this. Let's see if it works. Da, 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 da. Nope, it says my true love. Interesting. I'm gonna do an incognito window and let you guys know what it says. Twitter. Oh, duh. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna be a lot of work. Okay, yeah, I don't know if it's because it says page refer equals. I don't know. I might have to change that, but at least kind of. And this is 100% of the traffic. So you would be saying basically, I want all new users to see this, and I want all other like everyone else to see this, right? Returning users, and there you go. Then you can run a test as easy as that. Yeah, so that's all I've got on Google Optimize. Like I said, it's free. It's really easy to use. And one of my favorite tools. It's a fun tool to use, especially if you don't have the budget to use a bigger tool like an Unbounce or something like that. Just a reminder, as always, if you would like to help me out, show your gratitude. If you feel like this gave you any sort of insight at all or any sort of help, my Buy Me a Coffee link is in the comments, and I would really appreciate it as I do use that money for coffee. I used some this morning for coffee. So that's all I've got today, guys. I'll see you next week. And don't forget, you're a beast.